Oh my god, it's October 25th. We have 2 days left till the Five Nights at Freddy's movie comes out. I can't wait to see Roxy and Glamrock Freddy, and I can't wait to see them all become friends by the end.
Shut the fuck. Hey guys, FNAF 22 here with our video, and in today's video, we have our final batch of Five Nights at Freddy's movie news. We have a lot of cool things to go over before the FNAF movie comes out. As the nerd, the security breach fan at the beginning of the video said, it's October 25th, so that means we have 2 days left until the Five Nights at Freddy's movie officially drops. So this will be the last Five Nights at Freddy's movie news video. Now, before we get into this real quick, I do just want to say, I know I said the next video would be the Mortal Kombat 1 Chapter 2 Story Mode gameplay, and then on top of that, now Mortal Kombat Onslaught, the new mobile game, is out, so I need to check that out, but I thought we should talk about this first since the FNAF movie does come out in literally 2 days. So we're going to be going over a few things announced for the FNAF movie, and that'll pretty much be it for today's video. Kicking things off with the timeline being confirmed for the movie. Now, Emma Tammy, the director of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, confirmed in an interview that the FNAF movie will take place in the 2000s, and then we'll have flashbacks to the 1990s and the 1980s, which is really, really cool to think about. Now, what I've seen people conspiracing about is that obviously the movie takes place in the 2000s, and then the flashbacks to the 90s could be showing Michael's mom dying, because there was something in one of the scripts talking about Mike's mom dying, and that's why Mike has to take Abby to the pizzeria to watch her, because there's nobody to watch her. And then my guess for the 80s flashbacks would be back to, the Bite of 83, the opening of Fredbear's Family Diner, all that good stuff, and more William Afton oriented stuff, while the 90s stuff could be about Mike's childhood. Either way, it's really weird that the main movie does take place in the 2000s, but it's still really cool that we are getting flashbacks to the 80s and 90s. Next up, the FNAF movie has an official website. If you go to freddyfanzone.com, it'll take you to a FNAF movie made website where you can get a Snapchat AI filter. You can push a button which takes you to a certain video that we'll talk about later in this video, and then also you can see an old classic made menu for the FNAF movie. It's just a little cool detail to represent the movie coming out. Nothing too crazy about it except for the button at the very bottom, which takes you to something we'll be talking about in a minute. But still, either way, a very cool little concept for the FNAF movie, and if you want to go visit it, like I said, just look up freddyfanzone.com or just look up Freddy Fanzone on Google and you can find it super easily. Next up, of course, we always got to talk about the new shots confirmed for the movie. Now, obviously, every time I make one of these videos, there's always new trailers, new shots, new screenshots, new leaks for the movie, so this obviously had to be one of the things to talk about. And yeah, I'm just showing a few of them on the screen, and nothing really much to say, just some really cool shots. We got a cupcake jump scare, which was very, very cool to see. And yeah, it's pretty cool to see that the cupcake will be a character and not just a little, Easter egg slash, little just, things sitting there to reference the game. It's cool that Cupcake actually has a jump scare. It looks a lot like Nightmare Cupcakes from FNAF 4. So really cool, honestly, to see all that. And yeah, I just love all the new shots of the animatronics we're getting. Freddy, Foxy, Bonnie, Chica, they all look super, super good. The cupcake looks great as well. And yeah, I just absolutely love all these shots. We're getting all these new little teasers and trailers, and it just gets me so, so hyped for the movie. Now let's move on to the main 2 points of this video. The reason I wanted to make this video, the two most important parts to talk about before the Five Nights at Freddy's movie comes out, kicking things off with a hidden character. Now, if you guys do not know, Emma Tammy, the director of the FNAF movie, on that interview also said there was a hidden character. They have not shown it off at all. They have not teased it. They have not shown it off at all. They have not talked about it. There's still a whole hidden animatronic that is connected to Five Nights at Freddy's that we have not seen at all. Now, honestly, I have 3 ideas of what this could be. First off, the main idea a lot of people are saying is Balloon Boy. I don't really think it's going to be Balloon Boy. I think if we get a sequel that's based off FNAF 2, I think is when we will see Balloon Boy. I just don't really get why Balloon Boy would be in this movie. It's kind of like the whole having Vanny be in the movie. It just wouldn't really make any sense. So I honestly don't think it's Balloon Boy. It would still be kind of cool to see him on screen. I think he could be one of the coolest animatronics since he's not so big. He could look a lot like from FNAF 2. But I just really don't see it being Balloon Boy, so I highly doubt it's Balloon Boy. And then the other two, these are the two that I believe it could be. First off, we have the puppet. Now, as we see in FNAF 2 in cutscenes, the puppet is in the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 pizzeria in the timeline. And honestly, the puppet is the one that gifts all the souls to the animatronics, like sets them free or whatever. So honestly, I think the puppet has to be in this movie. If Balloon Boy gets chosen over the puppet, we must cause mayhem in the theater, because if the puppet is not in this movie, it's okay. But if he gets chosen over Balloon Boy, that will be absolutely democracy. Like, that'd be stupid. I think the puppet has a really great chance of being in this movie, and I would not doubt if the puppet was one of those hidden animatronics, or the hidden animatronic. And then finally, a one that I feel like is pretty obvious, but it does make sense, is Fredbear. Now, we obviously know Spring Bonnie is already in the movie, and we know Golden Freddy is already in the movie. But since we are getting flashbacks to the 80s, aka the Bite of 83, I think we could see Fredbear as the secret animatronic, more of like a clunky, bigger version of the Golden Freddy animatronic, and he can be right on stage with Spring Bonnie since he's already been announced for the movie. Now, the only thing that makes me feel weird about this is the fact that Spring Bonnie's suit does look a little withered because they're trying to make it look like a mixture of Spring Bonnie and Spring Trap. So would they use that suit, or would they make a whole new suit making Spring Bonnie look like brand new? And would that count as a new animatronic? I don't really know. Honestly, in my opinion, I think Puppet has the best chance of being the hidden character, but I would not doubt Fredbear's chances, as we are getting flashbacks to the 80s, and I think everybody wants to see the Bite of 83. And finally, probably the biggest part of this FNAF movie news video is Scott Cawthon has made a new FNAF game. Yes, Scott Cawthon's back, guys. He's coming back officially. He has made a new game, and he made a game based off of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. He fair warned everybody, if you play this game, it will spoil the movie, so you should wait until the movie's out, and then you watch the movie, and then come back and play the game. Obviously, nobody listened because everybody went and played the game, and it was actually a joke game. It was Freddy in Space 3, aka Chica in Space. So everybody's like, oh, okay, another funny joke, because we had Freddy in Space 1 and Freddy in Space 2, which were both joke games, and now we got Freddy in Space 3. But if you beat Freddy in Space 3, you would get a link that would take you to a hidden YouTube video showing off a 9-minute video of Five Nights at Freddy's security footage. Now, I'm not going to go over the whole 9-minute video, as this video would end up being like 20 minutes long, but in this, I'll just talk about the main parts of the 9-minute video, and I would like to say, if you go to the Freddy fan zone, that little button at the bottom takes you to this 9-minute security footage, so you don't have to beat Freddy in Space 3, you can go to the website, or you can beat the game, it doesn't really matter. Anyways, this takes you to a 9-minute video of security footage, showing off a bunch of different things, new voice lines, new clips we haven't seen before, but the two main things I want to talk about that were shown off, first off, is this little glimpse at Shadow Freddy in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. That's absolutely insane. I don't think if anybody would have wondered who this hidden character could have been, I don't think anybody would have thought it would have been Shadow Freddy. But Shadow Freddy does have a very big role in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Now, people are trying to determine, is this just an Easter egg to Shadow Freddy, and this is just a little tease like we'll see in the movie and not a full character, or will Shadow Freddy play a big part in this movie? I'm not really sure, honestly. Either way, though, I like the little shot we got of him. If this is going to be a full-on animatronic, it does look really cool. But I don't really know much to say about Shadow Freddy, just because he's never really been an important part in the FNAF universe. You really would have thought they would have if they were going to add one of the shadows, they would have added Shadow Bonnie, as he's had such a bigger role in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. But no, we got a little teaser of Shadow Freddy possibly being in this movie, and I really don't know how to feel about that, because it's so random. But if the hidden character ends up being Shadow Freddy, I think that'll be really cool, but I hope he plays a big part and he's just not a little teaser. And then the other important thing I want to talk about is some new shots of Spring Bonnie. We finally get to see the full body suit of William Afton in the Spring Bonnie suit. At first, we've only get to see little clips of him in the dark, but we got to see the full body from toes to head in the light, and oh my gosh, it looks absolutely amazing. The animatronic looks so sick. You can tell there's an actor in there too, which makes it even better, because you know they didn't use an animatronic, they just made a suit for it. And wow, even though this character technically doesn't exist, because there's no version of Spring Bonnie that looks almost like Springtrap but isn't Springtrap, like I don't think there's any in between, there's just Spring Bonnie and Springtrap, it still looks absolutely sick, and I cannot wait for this movie. Just seeing that full body suit just got me even more hyped for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you will always be notified for when I drop another video. And let me know in the comments down below, who do you guys think the hidden character for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is going to be? Like I said, personally, to me, I think it's going to be the Puppet or Fredbear, but there are still chances it could be Balloon Boy or Shadow Freddy. So just let me know in the comments down below who you guys think it is going to be. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are excited for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. I'll be doing a review on it, a spoiler review after I go see the movie. I think I'm going to see it on Saturday, so I'm going to see it a day late, but either way, I still cannot wait to go see the movie, and let me know in the comments down below if you guys are going to go see the movie and if you're hyped for it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces!